Hey everyone, today I've got your Apollo 18 movie review, and I actually saw this movie a couple weeks ago, but I've been sort of more pumped about the movies that are coming out in the movie theater than ones that I've already sort of seen, so I'm gonna give it to you now, and here is what I thought about it. This movie first starts out sort of like almost a documentary sort of feel to it. It's set in the 74. It's set in the 70s, and it is when a canceled Apollo 18 mission was actually going on the moon with these two astronauts, and apparently they are not alone on the moon. They discover some strange noises, which leads to them finding a abandoned Russian spacecraft which contains a dead space pilot astronaut, and weird things start to escalate from there. One of the astronauts ends up getting some kind of disease. He has this little alien sort of creature inside his helmet. I thought that was one of the most scariest scenes in the entire movie. Just seeing it like just crawling inside there, I was like, ugh! I was just getting all chills and just like felt the hairs like stand up on the back of my neck just watching it. And for it to make it look so realistic, I just thought it was like one of the craziest things I've ever seen. And I actually like the use of sort of the found footage style of the movie, and I like how it looks realistic and everything, just like from the shaky camera movements to just the whole texture of it. It just makes it look so cool. And when they end up, the two astronauts end up going back to their own spacecraft and notice that the guy that had the little alien dude inside his helmet has a cut sort of forming, and it's getting all infected, which leads to the next big scary thing. And this is when he just goes crazy and he starts getting all freaked out, and he ends up like, he almost looks like a space zombie pretty much, because he's going after the other guy, then he runs off, and then there's like this like dark spot of the moon, and you like would not want to go down there. It's like so scary, and just the way that they filmed it, it made it almost like I felt like claustrophobic just watching it, because you actually feel like you're inside the spaceship with them. You actually feel their emotions and how terrified they are, just like being alone on the moon. Of course, people down in Houston, they like are trying to act all like they're in denial, because they are telling them like, you can't, like, we can't send you back to Earth, and they want them to continue the mission. And I thought that that was so sad, and there's just like, you know, the feeling of being isolated and how you're trapped on the moon with these creatures just running around and basically attacking you, and then all these crazy things start to happen, and I just thought that it was so scary. And of course, this movie is made by one of the guys that was involved with the movie Wanted, as well as Darkest Hour, so definitely a big fan of his. And there's not too many actors in this movie, and none that I can actually say, like, I don't know who they are, but I think this movie looked, it was, like, at first, like, I think I did a trailer Thursday video about it, and I was talking about the trailer, and I thought the trailer looked cool, and then as soon as I saw this movie, I wasn't, like, sure if, like, I was gonna like it, and I don't know, I think it's, like, a one-time watch. I mean, you sort of, like, get the point of the movie when you see it, so I don't know if I would see it again. But when I did see it, I thought it looked really cool. I would definitely recommend seeing it, so definitely check it out if you haven't gotten the chance to, because if you're on the moon, you know you're not going to be alone. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Apollo 18, and if you were expecting anything before watching the movie. You guys can also subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, and come back every week for a Trailer Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you